Hello, this is Alex from Mr. Retro Central. I just want to talk to you guys today about just the Super Game Boy. Now, with the Super Game Boy, for SNES of course, a lot of people don't know, but it is just essentially just a Game Boy, or like a Game Boy Color or something, but just minus obviously the screen or the battery and all that of course. But it's an awesome adapter, and it's probably one of my most favorite adapters for the Nintendo range, that including all the latest stuff and all that. Because these days it's hard to find good Game Boy Color or Game Boy to play on, because like the later Game Boy Advances and the DS's, they don't play the Game Boy Color games. I personally think most of the Game Boy Color games are better than most of the DS games these days anyway. Like, I'd rather play Pokemon Silver than Pokemon Black and White 2, because might disagree with me. I know a lot of people do agree with me, but yeah, that's just my personal feel about it. Now, pretty much, it works like a normal Game Boy. You just put your Game Boy game in there and just go straight into your SNES. But the cool thing is, like, of course, like, it just being like a normal just Game Boy game, but you can play it on a bigger screen, which I found like better than playing on a Game Boy on a tinier screen. Like, you can play it on, like, if you got your SNES hooked up to like a big screen TV, then you can play it on there, and it's bigger and better. But yeah, that's just what I enjoyed and liked about it more. Now, with the games, you cannot play all Game Boy Color games. Certain games will not work. Now, okay, the way to spot it out is on these two cartridges, right? There's Pokemon Crystal and Pokemon Silver. Now, up the top here on Pokemon Silver, it's actually like a groove going inside, and that's how you know it's a proper Game Boy game and it will work for the Super Game Boy. Now, with Pokemon Crystal, it's actually reversed. It's actually a bump going up. Now, this Pokemon Crystal will not work on the Super Game Boy. Even up the top here, it will say Game Boy Color. You can't see it on the Crystal, but other games with the bump, like Legend of Zelda, you'll see it. Now, on here, it just says Nintendo Game Boy, up the top here. Now, these games, other ones with the groove in it, will work in the Super Game Boy. Games like this will not work. There is a list you can look up on the internet to see which ones will and which ones will not work, but the quickest way is groove, it'll work. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. Okay, so I'm going to show you how it works. Like I was saying before, you just plug it into your Super Nintendo. I will show you what I mean by the ones with the groove, they don't work in the game. See what I mean? How it comes up saying this game pack is designed only to use on the Game Boy Color. So, it doesn't work. I'll show you how it works with Pokemon Silver. Some games come with like a fancy little border like this. I'll show you how to get rid of it and stuff, or to change it. It's pretty much just got... Okay, these two triggers, push them, the noise will come up. You got a little cursor here. You can change like color schemes, all that kind of stuff. But you can go here, you can change borders, like you can get like a Game Boy border. You can go like a blank border. You can go like the theater border. I just like to go blank for more concentration, personally. But yeah, you just... Game works just as it should. And yeah. My name's Alex from Mr. Retro Central, and thanks for watching.